Hi guys, welcome to Multiverse. As I was making my Punisher video, it made me realize that I never came around to making a new video about weapon mastery. So tonight's the night. And in order to be able to do that, we're going to use our friend Deathstroke. Basically, weapon mastery was pretty much inspired by our friend Deathstroke, who uses a handful of different weapons. But also, we're going to use the evil Taskmaster, and even Daredevil. I know Daredevil may seem like a strange choice, but it will make sense when I actually show it to you. I'm not going to go through all the weapon masteries, but basically with this handful of characters of armories, I should be able to show you enough so that you can understand weapon mastery well enough. So enough stalling, let's get started. And here I recreated something as close to the classic Deathstroke as I was able to. But for the skill points, I'm going to reset the skill points so that we can go through all the skill points together. So when it comes the time to assign your skill points, in this case we're going to use the staff. I know that Deathstroke used a whole bunch of pistols and rifles and stuff like that, but ironically enough, for a long time he was mostly using his staff, and once in a while he would use his sword, and once in a while he would use a weapon. So we're going to go with the staff, and also from the staff we're going to be able to gain access to a few other weapons. So you have to purchase every single weapon with the staff. You have to purchase the weapon mastery, and we cannot purchase the rifle mastery or the one-handed mastery just yet, but we're going to be able to soon. So basically, the next we have to go to rifle. Then we have to purchase all the rifle combos, and then we have to unlock the rifle mastery. So once we do that, if we go back to the staff, so you can see the rifle masteries are now unlocked, so now we can select them. We're going to do the same for the one-handed weapon. So again, we're going to select every single one-handed weapon combo. And once we do that, we're going to go back to the staff, and we're going to select the two combos for one-handed. And if you look to the bottom left corner of the screen, you can see the combos. So basically, once we do 2 tap and 1 hold, we're going to do the combo. 4 tap, 1 hold, tap, hold, hold, and 2 hold. It'll make more sense when I actually show it to you. So once we've assigned our skill points to our weapon, then we would assign our skill points to our movement mode. In this case, doesn't matter. For today, it won't matter. And once we reach the stat points, basically if you're going to use weapon mastery, I assume you're going to want to use your weapons. So in this case, I would suggest to go for weapon expert focus. Doesn't mean that you cannot, if you want for some reason to alternate between weapons and powers, you could decide to go for hybrid. But if you're going to use mainly your weapon, I'm not sure why you would need a super powered. So I would go with weapon expert focus, mainly because it gives you a 10% total weapon damage. But as you can see, it does give you a minus 25% to your power regeneration, which should not be an issue because you're going to be using your weapon anyway. So we're going to take all the critical attack chances, we're going to take all the critical attack damage, and then we're going to take precision. I know some might be tempted to go for might and power, but might is for when you're using powers. And the power is to be able, again, to use your powers. And in this case, since we're going to use mostly the weapon, if you're going to do damage with your weapon, precision is what influences the damage with the weapon. So basically, precision is what increases the damage your weapon does. Weaponization rating is if you grab, let's say, a barrel and you throw it around. And of course, 10% weapon DPS. So there's a whole bunch of reasons why you want to put points in precisions if you use your weapon. But basically, see it like that. If you're going to use your weapon, you go with precisions. If you're going to use your powers, then you go with might and power. It's usually that simple. So as you can see, for the one-handed cleave mastery, it's 2 tap 1 hold. So let's do that right now so that we know what we're talking about. Well, let's pull back a bit. So we're going to tap on the square twice. And we're going to hold. Oh. So you can see the third attack is the sword attack. It's pretty much that simple. The other one was 4 tap 1 hold. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we hold. It's pretty much that simple. So once you actually unlocked the combo, then you just use the combo as you fight. So the same with the rifle mastery. So as you can see, it's tap, hold, and 2 hold. There's also sometimes a 2 combo, like a tap, 2 hold, and hold. So let's try both. Tap, hold, and hold. Or tap, hold, and hold. So you can see it pretty much does the same thing. It's just that you might decide to attack one more time like this and then decide to do the weapon combo, or just attack once like this and decide to do the combo right away. So it gives you some leeway. And for the other one, it's simply hold and hold on the triangle. So let's hold and let's hold. Pretty much that simple. Hold and hold. So again, 1, 2, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. Tap, hold, and hold. Tap, hold, and hold. And again, hold and hold. Oh, hold and hold. Some combos are easier to execute than others, which is why I'm going to look at a few different weapons. So this was it for if you use, let's say, the staff with weapon mastery. So here we're going to use dual pistols. But with our friend, basically I'm trying also to stay in the theme of the character. So with our friend Deathstroke, I wouldn't see him using hand blasters. So I'm just going to use dual pistols and the dual wield. So you can see the combo is fairly simple. Tap, 3 hold, 2 tap, 2 hold. So let's give it a try. And of course, you guys probably know what the dual pistol does. Basically, you have a whole bunch of combos already with dual pistols. So adding the weapon masteries will add only more combos. So let's give it a try. So tap, hold, and hold. So we tap the square and we hold it 3 times. Tap, hold, and hold. So you can see we finish off with a dual wield combo. And tap, tap, hold, and hold. Let's try that again. Tap, tap, hold, and hold. All that was done from the square. We tap the square twice, tap, tap, we hold it, and we hold it. Pretty much that simple. And let's try with the rifle now. I have to admit, the rifle is probably the weapon I've used the least ever. So with the rifle, we have weapon combos with either dual pistols or with the one-handed. So you can see tap to hold for one-handed. We hold, use the stick, and hold again. That one is a little tricky. Even I have a hard time doing it. Or we have the hold, stick, and hold, stick backward, and hold. So if you played the Doom, the Metropolis missions, there's one of those missions where we have to use a rifle. So you've already used some of the rifle combos, you just didn't know about it. And of course, if you're going to play with weapon masteries, you're going to want to put some abilities in your loadout that will allow you to get some weapon buff. So pretty much all the powers have some sort of weapon buff. So basically you would activate your weapon buff and then use your weapons. But here I want you guys to be able to see the weapon mastery properly, so I'm not going to use the weapon buff. So let's give it a try. So the square, tap, hold, and hold. Pretty much that simple. Tap, hold, and hold. So you can see we end with a flurry of blow with the one-handed sword. For the other one, it's a bit more tricky though, so let's give it a try. So we hold the triangle and move the stick forward. And then we hold the square. So basically, it comes down right after the effect, the flame effect you do with the rifle. And for the dual pistol combo, you move the stick around and then you hold the button. You hold, move the stick, hold the button. Move the stick, hold the button. It's pretty much that simple. So you hold, move the stick, hold. It gives your character a lot of mobility. It's one of the things that I kind of like about the dual pistols, is that it gives your character mobility, and we kind of add that mobility to the rifle when we use the combos. So again, here with our friend the Taskmaster, I wouldn't see the Taskmaster using two-handed, so I'm just using the dual pistols with the shield combos. So you can see it's 2-tap 2-hold or 4-hold. So let's give it a try. Now let's try with 4-hold. It will allow us to break the barriers at the same times. 1, 2, 3. So basically we hold the triangle button 4 times, and the 4th one we use our dual pistols combo. And the other one is 2-tap 2-hold, so tap, tap, hold, and hold. That combo doesn't do all that much. Basically, as you side projects the target backward by hitting it with the 2 pistols, and it's pretty much that simple for that combo. Oh, messed up. This is pretty much the easiest combo to use, and it's pretty much the most effective, I suppose. It allows you to stay in range and do plenty of damage from range. So again, with the bows, you see we purchased all the bow combos, the weapon mastery, and then we did the same with the dual pistols and the martial arts. So again, you can see the combo 1-tap 2-hold, 3-tap 2-hold, and again here we have the combo hold, stick, hold, and a 3-tap 2-hold. So let's give it a try. So let's hold, stick, and hold. Let's pull back a bit and try again. Hold, stick, and hold. Pretty much that simple. One, two, three. We hold, and we hold. Oh. 2, 3. One, two, three. We hold, and we hold. Oh. And it's pretty much that simple for that combo, although it's easy to mess up the timing sometimes. So again, as always, if you're not sure, you have the combo right there to the bottom left of the screen. So it's 1 tap to hold and 3 tap to hold. So let's give it a try. Tap, hold, hold. Let's try it again and pull back a bit. Tap, hold, and hold. So basically it finishes with the like smoke bomb attack that martial arts has. And let's try the other one. 1, 2, 3, hold and hold. 1, 2, 3, hold and hold. So if you want to recreate a weapon master type character like a Deathstroke or our friend the Taskmaster, we have all the tools in order to be able to do that. And we even have all the styles in order to be able to do that as well, as you guys saw. So last but not least, let's go with our friend Daredevil. Why did I want to use Daredevil for the weapon masteries? That's pretty simple. If we're going to dual wield, one of the weapon mastery, well, two of the weapon masteries is with the bow, and 2 is with Brawling. In the comic, when Matt Murdock was trained by the, I was going to say the evil Stick. I'm not sure if Stick is evil or just neutral or just a creepy guy. But basically, Stick, it was this blind guy with a stick, basically, and somehow he decided to train Daredevil in using a bow. I'm not sure why the bow, but that's what the story was all about. So I think our friend Daredevil know how to use a bow, makes some sort of sense. And for the Brawling, his father was a boxer, basically when he was very young, and he started to train like a boxer because he was training like his father and with his father's equipment. And you can also, there's a verse, 2 combos in one, like here it's either 1 tap to hold or 2 tap to hold. Here it can be 3 tap to hold, 4 tap to hold, or 5 tap to hold. So let's give it a try. So let's try 1, 2, 3, hold, and hold. So as you saw, we finish off 1, 2, 3, hold, and hold. So as you can see, we finish off with some sort of uppercut. This is a ground pound that comes with Brawling. I'm not sure why Brawling has that, but it's weird. So it's tap, oh, messed up. Tap, hold, and hold. Tap, hold, and hold. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold and hold. And let's try to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold and hold. So depending on how many hits you want to give, sometimes you may decide to do the combo quickly, sometimes you may decide that you have more extra time and decide to do the combo a bit later. So it gives you a few options like that. As for the bow, we have tap and hold. Tap and hold. Or 2 hold. Hold and hold. Hold and hold. So all that is with the triangle. Tap and hold. Or hold and hold. Hold. Oh. So again, if you see, we've purchased every dual wield combos, we've purchased the weapon mastery, and we did the same with the bow. We purchased every combo and weapon mastery. With Brawling, we've purchased all the combos in order to be able to purchase the weapon mastery. which allowed us to purchase every single combos from the dual wield tree. So that is pretty much it for the weapon masteries. Just a bit of rambling, I suppose. For those who may be wondering, obviously the Taskmaster is very similar to our friend Deathstroke. They both pretty much use a weapon mastery. Taskmaster uses a whole bunch of weapons like the bow like Hawkeye and the shield like Captain America, and even the little sticks that Daredevil uses. But the reason for that is very simple. The Taskmaster was actually created before Deathstroke the Terminator. The Taskmaster was created in the pages of the Avengers as some sort of enemy to the some sort of opponent for the Avengers, and he was co-created by George Perez. I think Jim Shooter was writing the Avengers at the time, but Taskmaster was co-created by George Perez to be an enemy of the Avengers. And then a few years later, when he was on the New Teen Titans with Marv Wolfman, Perez and Wolfman decided to create the evil Deathstroke the Terminator as an enemy for the Teen Titans, and as you can see, a lot of similarities came into recreating that character. So I guess you could say that the Taskmaster, which pretty much the prototype, which was then improved when they created Deathstroke the Terminator. So it's not a matter of one copying the other, it's just that they were both co-created by the same guy. So it's kind of normal that some elements got repeated from one character to the other. So that is pretty much it for our weapon mastery video. I hope it made some sort of sense. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask so in the comment section down below, and I'll see what I can do about answering your questions. So as always guys, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.